It's that thing when you're with someone and you love them and they know it and they love you and you know it.
Definitely have issues.
I didn't mean it like that.
Sometimes I look at myself and I hate everything I am, and I don't know why I'm like this.
Please just stay. Please.
I didn't mean it. I don't know what
I think I was. Oh my god! I just hated it. I hated it so much. Oh, you're just taking it the wrong way.
I don't know. I mean, does anyone
What do you
really
want me
ever
to
know
say?
if they're happy?
That the two
I mean,
of
I
you
think
share
I'm
might
pretty
go
open.
forgotten.
I don't know. I don't ever want to go in. You don't know how strong it is, or like where it's gonna bring you, or what's inside. I love the sound of the ocean.
When I was younger, I
when
used
the
to have
waves hit
this
the rocks,
pink
it's
horse toy, and
like the sound.
I used to carry it everywhere with me, and I wouldn't be caught dead without it.
asking me this?
And one day, I went to go
No,
visit
it
my
was just a
dad,
joke.
and I was carrying it, and my mom and I were
lying.
walking
What
the
does this have to
streets.
do with anything?
And my brother was on the
wish you
left,
were.
and my sister was,
I
and
created
my
this
mom
idea
I
that
was
you
holding my
secretly
sister.
want me, and I often
And
forget that it's something you made up.
I tripped over
You do not want
like
me.
up
You are
like
not
a
mine.
rock or something, and I dropped my horse, and I dropped in
How
the
do you know?
streets, and I went to go
I would
get
leave
it.
if I could find it. I
And
stopped
a
caring
taxi
about it.
went
Looking at
flying
you makes me
by,
so
and I
tired.
almost got hit by a taxi
Would you
when I was
kiss me
little
right
because
now?
I didn't want to lose that horse. And my brother grabbed me, and I watched that horse just shatter everywhere in the streets.
I want to be
And I remember
honest, but
crying and
I
crying
don't
and
want to tell you
crying for
this.
literally, I felt like hours. It was probably only like maybe 20 minutes, but
Every
I
night,
remember crying,
imagine
crying
you laying
because
in my bed
my
next
favorite
to
thing
me.
in the world was
I
just
imagine what I'd
destroyed.
tell you if we
How
could touch
is
skin.
this fair?
I'd tell you I love you, and you'd tell me it back.
I don't know. I just
I'd run my thumb across your
I don't know. I
cheek,
just regret.
feeling the scar
just
from my
regret
memory that's
everything.
too hard to recount.
What do you
I
want
don't
me
know
to
if I've
say?
ever
Been in love.
And you'd kiss me back.
It's so hard to try and explain what's going
Slowly.
on in your head when
Slowly.
you don't even know what's
Slowly.
going on yourself.
I'd
yeah?
kiss your
I
lips.
picked up the paper.
I'd kiss your cheek.
Oh my God!
kiss your
Come
nose.
on.
I'd kiss your
I
chest.
sing like
Do you
every
kiss
day,
songs?
but no one's
I don't kiss
ever
you
heard
every
me
Until you
sing.
know I love you.
I've never thought about
Would you
that.
believe me if I tell you I love you? Because I'm crying alone.
You put all your
wondering why
problems
I
on
couldn't
me
just
and then
say
left
it.
me to deal with them.
I loved you then. I loved you now. I still
And I'll
look for
always
you
love
in
you.
everyone.
And even though
You were
she was
sitting right
surrounded
next to
by the
my
people
side.
who loved her most,
But I realized you were
still
just an
alone.
imagination.
but for a moment she was happy.
I forgot about the day you left me.
It's easy
my
to love
tears,
a
they haven't
flower,
dried.
but it takes a lot to love a I
Are you
only
tired
ever
of
saw
listening
you.
to
It's ordinary to
I
love the
still look
beautiful,
for you in
but it's
everyone.
beautiful to The love the closer you held ordinary. her, the farther she got away. She was cold as snow, but the
I'm
longer you
sorry.
lived
I've seen
into
the way
her,
you look at her.
the more it burned to touch her.
I'm sorry.
The more she thought of you, the more she realized the
Please,
less
just
she loved
Are you
you.
kidding me?
Just listen to me,
She
please.
would never tell you because she's too scared to lose you.
Just
Her
let
look in
it
her
go.
eyes couldn't
Yeah.
mask it.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
She'd grown up thinking she would love someone with blue eyes.
I was
Would
so
you kiss me
attached
if
when
I
I
asked?
didn't
Just
get
let
to
it
go
lie
or
to
let
yourself.
go.
You're nothing like the man she thought she'd I love. wish I didn't have to rely on you
Too
to be
close
happy.
enough.
I imagine I'm gonna die in some tragic accident.
Sometimes
whether-
I'm just
I
scared
don't
of-
recognize who I am. I look at my reflection and I see a stranger staring at me. If this isn't me, then where can I be? How did I end up here? Half inside, half outside. Here I am, searching for myself. But I couldn't think I won't breathe. ever be I couldn't found. talk. I couldn't even scream. I hate him, and I hate that I still love him. I think the worst thing about falling in love and thinking you found the person you'll spend the rest of your life
I
with
was afraid of losing. I'm
is
afraid you wouldn't love
realizing
me.
you're just going to be left behind.
You think I planned this?
Sometimes I don't want to tell you the truth because I think you'll be scared of who I really am. I'm sorry you're afraid of me
I don't
loving
think you want to know the real me.
but I feared you would never love me back.
Sometimes
I
don't
wish I
even
could
wanna
be
know
with
me.
you. I
But
won't
now
tell
I
you
just-
I'm wrong, and I won't tell you you're right. But I don't think you're supposed to make me feel
When
this
you
way.
went
back, I knew
I don't know why I do this.
You're gonna look at me differently if I tell
wish
you
I
the
could
truth.
be with you.
What I've done, of what I've got myself into.
I always thought I was gonna live
Sometimes
this
I think
perfect
I'm in
life,
love,
but as I get
but
older,
I don't think
you
I'm
can
in
tell
love with
me
you.
I don't want you
What would you
hurt.
do if I gave you one more day? No one told me
you tell
loving
me
you
the
was going to
things I
be this
wanted you
hard.
to say,
The
or
type of
would I
love
just
you
go
give
back
is a
to the
type
Why do
no
I
one
get all
wants.
these
I just want to be
Leave me
left
alone.
alone.
Back, I knew you weren't coming back for me. No one told
If
me
only
love
I
was
agreed
going
to
to die
see
at the
and
same
always
time,
end up
so neither of us have to live without each other.
I'm not the one that gave
You
up
make
on
me
us.
smile. You make my eyes glimmer. You make my insides warm.
I don't think
Make
I'm
the
gonna
day
live
better.
long.
You make me feel loved. I hate that you make me feel like this. I hate how my first thought is you. I hate that your face runs through my mind. I hate that
I
you
won't
make
tell
me
you I'm
laugh.
wrong, and I won't tell you
I hate
you're
how
right.
much I don't think I ever got over
it.
But I
Only
don't
had a
think you're
touch
supposed to
you.
make
When I
me
think of
feel
him,
this
my
way.
body gets hot.
The This insane amount of anger comes over me, and I wish he were dead.
I love you. I
spent
love you. I
years
love
crying
you.
over that night.
How many times do you need me to say it
to
for you to believe me?
Never letting anyone
If I
get
say it
close.
once more, will you
What does
I
it
want
feel
him
like?
to
doubt me?
suffer. I want him to hurt
Tell
the
me
way
how
he
to
hurt
touch
me.
you, and I'll touch
I want
you
him
the
to
way
cry
you
when he
want to be
thinks
touched.
about me.
I love
want
you,
him
I
to
love you,
constantly
I
be
love you.
reminded of me.
How many
I want him
times
to
do you
think
need
about
me
my
to say it
face,
for you to
my
believe me?
arms,
said I'm
my
sorry.
breasts,
If I say it
my
once
legs,
more,
my
will you still
hands.
doubt me?
His hands pinning me down.
I did.
I
Wrapped around my
understand
neck.
you want to leave me, but
All
I
his
need
weight on
you
top
to
of
know
me.
that I'll never
I
love
couldn't
someone
breathe.
else.
I couldn't talk. I couldn't even scream.
I get that you want to
I
leave
hate
me,
him.
but I need
Why
you
am
to
I
know
like
that
Sometimes
I'll
I
never
don't
love
want to
someone
tell you the
else.
truth
I don't
because
know.
I think you'll be scared of who
I wish I
really
knew,
am.
but I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out, and I'm sorry.
The type of love you give is a type no one wants.
I still look.
When
for you
nobody
in
wakes
everyone.
you up in the morning and nobody waits for you at night.
Why
feel
don't you
freedom
get
and
it?
loneliness.
Stop. Just stop doing this, please.
I don't think I ever got over him. When I think of him, my body gets hot. This insane amount of anger comes over me, and I wish he were dead. Every night I imagine you laying in my bed next to me. I imagine what I'd tell you if we could touch skin. I'd tell you I love you, and you'd tell me it back. I'd run my thumb across your cheek, feeling the scar from the memory that is too hard to recount. I'd kiss you softly, and you'd kiss me back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. I'd kiss your lips. I'd kiss your cheek. I'd kiss your nose. I'd kiss your chest. I'd kiss your palms. She stood there. I kissed
closed
her
her
eyes
eyes
and
and
felt the
tell
rain
you
fall
know I
onto
love
her.
you.
The sky cried when she
Would
couldn't.
you believe me if I
The
tell you
more
I
she
love
lived
you?
to please people, the
I'm
lonelier
crying,
she got.
alone, wondering why
She
I couldn't
decided that
just
she
say
would
it.
always be alone.
I loved you
She would
then.
never meet
I love you
someone.
now.
She would
stood
never
there.
love someone.
She closed her
She would
eyes
never
and felt
marry
the rain
someone.
fall onto her.
She would never have a
You
kiss
died
with
before
someone.
me, I won't
She
be
would
able to
never grow
move
old
on.
with someone.
The more she
If
lived,
I
the
died
more
before
I
you,
was
I wouldn't be
the
able to
lonelier
watch
she
you.
got.
But looking at him, she'd forgotten about that
She
promise.
decided that she would always be alone. She would never meet someone. She would never love someone. She would never marry someone. She would never have kids with someone.
He asked me,
She never
"Why are
grow
you
old
afraid
with
to
someone,
love?"
and she never
I
died
told
with
him,
someone.
I'm not.
But looking at
I'm
him,
not
she'd
afraid to
forgotten
love
about
someone
that
or be
promise.
loved. I'm afraid someone will never love me the way I love them.